Hello, and welcome to
16.
No one's watching. There we go. We've now got 3 people watching. Sorry, guys. I have just literally ran to hit the play button. I've already played the intro, then realised I never hit the go live button. So, yeah, that sums up what type of day we're having today. How are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yeah, not too bad. 8, 10. Look, what a start.
All right, who've we got in? Hi, Cherry. Hi, Queenie. Hey, Dave. Hey, Chris and Belle. Hope you're feeling better. Hey, Steve-O.
Hey, guys.
Just in case anyone is watching on Facebook, please move over to YouTube. Come and join in the chat, in the side chat there. There's so much more that goes on than what you see on Facebook. And I promise you, we are usually a bit more organised than we have been this evening.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I know Steve's normally more organised than I am.
For the first time in a while, I was sat there 10 minutes before going, he's not coming on here. Where is he? Hey, guys. I hope everyone's okay. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, God. She's picked up the paper with my notes on.
All right. Have you lost your paper? Are you gonna have to wing it?
I'm gonna have to wing it tonight. No, I had stuff that I wanted to talk about in free for all, but it's gone. I'll have to go and get it in a minute.
It'll come back to you.
So, it will do. So, has your week been okay?
Yeah, it's not been too bad, mate. To be fair, it's it's first day back in work today, so I'm fucking knackered. But little man's been off school because school had closed because there was too many teachers with the C word. So I've had him all week, which has been nice. But other than that,
just do what they do in the news, mate.
There's your homework.
She's brought me notes in. She must be watching upstairs. Yeah. It's been a bit of an interesting week for me. Back in the office, working 4 days a week. We're going to Blackpool tomorrow, so we're trying to get ready for that.
I thought you were going last week.
No, we're going this week.
All right. For some reason, I didn't know you were going last week.
We're going Preston to see Wallace and Gromit. Then we're going to a little toy shop, and then we're going to Blackpool.
Right, I see.
Right. Anyway, that's the end.
Hey, guys.
That's the end of the general chit chat. Shall we move into homework?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
Hello. Bye. Less of it, I'm telling you.
just in case you missed the intro.
Hello. Bye.
Should we see it again?
No, we won't. No, we seriously won't. No.
Oh God! Right. So the homework was Into the Woods. It was
2014 movie, mate.
Sorry?
It was 2014 movie.
Yeah, it was suggested by Kathy. Now, I'm sure it was sort of a payback for laughing at you.
Genius,
for all this time. It was. Oh wait, what? What do you want to see again? This piece.
Hello. Bye.
Right. Yeah. So
I was really both watched it, Cherry.
It was Into the Woods, and it was picked because everyone knows I've got this disdain for musicals. I absolutely can't stand them. To the point where when I was watching it on Monday, what was the words I used to use, Steve? What did I call you?
I think it was amazing, game changer. What else was there?
I think it was you're a total fuckwit. And 5 minutes in, I want to turn this off.
The thing is that at that point, I'd forgot what we were going on about. So you just randomly messaged me going, "You're a fuckwit," and I'm like, "Hang on a sec, that's a bit different." But yeah, he's. I think he was impressed. I think you were saying when you saying you were 10 minutes into it.
Yeah, I was 10 minutes into it, and I just had enough already.
Oh, that's amazing.
I did watch it all though.
Yes, I did. I watched it all, and yeah.
Did you actually watch it, Steve?
Oh yeah, I went out and paid £1.50 for it because I don't know where I put the blooming DVD I already had.
So, yeah, it was interesting. The fact that I got James Corden at the start of it telling me what was going on from his perspective. Then it's 3 or 4 not nursery rhymes, fairy tales, isn't it? Fairy tales is the word I'm looking for. All merged into one, like, big story. Did I enjoy it? No. Do I put Kathy into movie check prison? Yes.
You see, it's based on a stage play, isn't it? So it's originally a stage play, and it was dark. It's slightly darker in the stage play. But yeah, I don't know if I don't know. I didn't enjoy it, but I didn't hate it. I think that's probably the right way of saying it.
Did you just get more enjoyment because you know I was going to hate it?
I think so. I think that was it. I think every little bit that sort of came up, I was just sort of going, "He's going to love this. He's going to love this." Get out. Yeah, it was one of those situations where I thought I can watch it. It's bearable, but I mean, none of the songs were really memorable. I mean, the cast itself, Anna Kendrick in it, for crying out loud. You know, these should have been. It should have been a winner.
Don't get me wrong; it had a stellar cast.
Yeah,
it had a really good cast. And when I was looking at the cast, I started thinking, you know what, this might be okay. But
and you see James Corden and hear him.
Yeah, and I'm like, what's he doing in it? And then
Emily Blunt.
Yeah, again, another great actress. No, I just didn't enjoy it. I'm just going to cut the crap. I'm not talking about it. I just did not enjoy that film. Yeah. See, this is the level of comments I'm looking for here. I'm actually in agreement with Chris on a movie.
Terrible film, and I like music. Yeah, well, hey Chris. Like I say, the cast itself, it should have been an home run. Imagine if you say that, you could say that about Cats because the amount of people that were in that. But the biggest bugbear for me, apart from Corden, was it lasted about another half an hour longer than it should have done. It was a whole third act that didn't need to happen. You know,
well, I'm going to discuss a film later on that had a third act that doesn't need to happen.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, for me that was it. I mean, I'd have been quite happy if it had just finished happily ever after, sort of thing. There is a certain skill level that they intertwined a lot of the stories together, which was pretty cool.
If they cut all the singing out of it, you know, I probably would have enjoyed it. Johnny Depp being the big bad wolf, for example. Was it Johnny Depp?
That was a bit of a creepy song, wasn't it?
Sorry?
That was a bit of a creepy song. He was singing.
Yeah. But there's part of me there that thought if you got rid of some of that,
Yeah.
you know, I might have actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's also parts in that where I'm thinking, what am I actually watching here?
It's like the two princes, you know, that look like some out of Spandau Ballet.
Well, again, Chris Pine, he was very, very creepy. And at one point, I'm sure he sexually harasses that woman in the woods. She was like, no, don't want nothing to do with it. Next thing you know, he's laying it on her.
He ends up like, I think it's like James Corden. He's not done too bad there. I mean, he's gone from wanting a child with Emily Blunt to then being with Anna Kendrick and having 3 kids, and 2 of them are already potty trained. It's a win-win. Jesus.
I don't know. I'd like to say I'm not a big musical lover.
Yeah.
As it is. I love, to contradict myself, I love Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
With Rick Moranis and
yeah, that's great film.
Like but in the way of musicals, they're just not for me. And I'm beginning to think people are doing it now on purpose, so I have to watch a musical. I'm getting bullied on my own.
I must admit, it was probably Karma, because I knew when I saw that coming up, and I was like, he's gonna hate that, you know. But then I realised, obviously, I had to watch it as well. Then,
look, Cherry, all you need to do is go back and watch my review on the Batman, and I've spoiled it enough, apparently. But
you haven't.
No, I haven't. But I was the most hated man on Facebook on Friday.
Oh, right.
After my review of Batman.
That explains the views then. Well done, mate. Cheers for killing the channel.
Yeah. But anyway, it is what it is. Right. Shall we move on?
Yeah, come on, mate.
Yeah.
Hello. Bye. This isn't every intro, surely, to Christ.
I'm just going to throw it out there, mate, every time we do something. Right, so ladies and gents, the year for review was 2014. Little Steve was so excited when we got this year, he fell off his chair last week. Stevie, would you like to start, mate? Would you like to go in for your top 5?
Yeah, well, I'm going for a top 10.
Top 10? Okay,
yeah.
Go on then.
Well, because the thing is, though, right, I mean, there was a lot of movies this year that were pretty good. So I'm going to go with number 10. I'm going to go with Lego Movie.
Okay.
Because that was a surprise. Number 9, I'll go with Gone Girl. Number 8, I'll go with What We Do in the Shadows. Mm. If you've ever seen that, I love that. Really good. Number 7, I'll go with Book of Love, because I have to, because it's quite a big movie in our house. Number 6, The Imitation Game.
Yeah.
Number 5, I'll go with Kingsman.
Okay.
Number 4, John Wick.
Yeah.
That was a surprising movie. Number 3, I'm going to go with Nightcrawler. Number 2, I'm going to go with Winter Soldier. And then number 1, Guardians. And the honorary mention is going to be Zombievers.
Okay. That's an interesting one. Zombievers.
That's an honorable mention.
Have we watched that?
We may have seen it.
Something says to me I might have seen that film.
I think you might need to watch that again.
Don't say that to him. He might volunteer that as homework movie.
Fucking hell.
Right, okay. So my top 5 in no particular order.
What? Just before you do it though, what numbers Into the Woods?
Is that 5 or top 5, no particular order. Into the Woods, Into the Woods, Into the Woods.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
Interstellar.
yeah,
Fury.
yeah.
I love that film. It's a great film. The Imitation Game.
Yeah.
John Wick.
Yeah.
And Guardians of the Galaxy.
Winter Soldier don't make it on there at all.
I like The Winter Soldier as a film, but it is one of my mentions. I've gone with Maze Runner.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
The Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah. Or Live, Die, Repeat.
Sorry?
Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah, Live, Die, Repeat, depending on which version of the film you've bought. Godzilla. And, of course, The Winter Soldier.
It was difficult, mate. There's a lot of good movies. I mean, don't get me wrong, they definitely chucked out a load of tripods as well. But there were some good movies that year. So
Chris is saying the Lego Movie can't take this show seriously, and then he takes it back.
Because I mentioned Zombievers as well.
Zombievers.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew the audience at that point. I had to recover.
See, the Maze Runner is not everyone's taste. But if you think about that year that it was out, you've got stuff like the Hunger Games and the Hobbits and stuff like that. So it was the year of people trying to change book series into movie series, and I think they actually did quite a good job with the Maze Runner.
Yeah.
Top 4 highest grossing movies of 2014.
Well, that's going to be Winter Soldier, Guardians, possibly. Gone Girl.
The Winter Soldier is number 3, and Guardians is number 1.
John Wick.
No.
Interstellar.
No.
The Hunger Games, Part 1.
Mockingjay, Part 1. Yeah.
Mockingjay, sorry, yeah. And the Lego Movie.
Yes. Almost like you've read my lists.
No, I haven't. You didn't have them until about 5 seconds ago.
Highest grossing actors of 2014.
Oh. Matthew McConaughey?
No.
I don't know, to be honest with you, because there's quite a variance of them.
You mentioned the film last week with them both in it, with 2 of them in it.
I've slept since then. Jesus.
Keanu Reeves, no. Jennifer Lawrence, yes, number 1.
Oh, is that Chris Pratt as well then?
No. Keanu Reeves is not in there. No, sorry.
Who else do you reckon, guys?
Evening, Rich.
Keanu Reeves was in it.
No. Keanu Reeves is not in it. No, but 2 of them, 2 actors that you mentioned, 2 actors that are in this list. You mentioned the film last week, and I was a bit shocked that you've actually seen it. There's an awful lot of pain, but not enough gain. Chris Pine's not in there. Bradley Cooper.
Oh, bloody hell. We're not talking about Dwayne The Rock Johnson now. It's
we are talking about Dwayne The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
He's number 3.
Oh, okay. Is that Matt Damon then as well?
No.
Oh, what's he called? God, I'm struggling tonight, guys. Go on, put us out of our misery because it's dragging on.
Mark Wahlberg is number 4.
Oh, cheers, Catan. Appreciate that, mate.
And Magic Mike himself is number 2, Channing Tatum.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that guy?
Jennifer Lawrence is number one, and obviously at that time with the aforementioned Hunger Games series was right in the running, wasn't it? We had the Hunger
Yeah.
Games, we had Catching Fire and Mockingjay Part 1
Yeah.
was in there. She was also in X-Men of Days of Future Past.
Yeah, of course.
American Hustle and Silver Lining Playbook.
What a film.
So yeah, Jennifer Lawrence stole the show in that one, to be honest. Like I say, though, she had some really big parts in that mid 2010s. Best director for 2015, because I know that you get pedantic about the way I do that.
I don't even know where to start with that one today, to be honest. It's not Gone Girl, it's not a thing. Sorry, guys, I'm getting over a cold. That's bloody hell. I don't know. Who is it?
Alejandro Gonzalez for Birdman.
Oh, yeah. But the thing is that is a well shot movie, because that's one of those. It's all in one shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or it's all supposed to be in one shot. So it's an interesting movie. But it was definitely Oscar bait.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely Oscar bait.
Yeah.
No.
I do enjoy Birdman. I don't think it was as good. It was as good as what it was made out to have been.
No,
but it's still a very enjoyable film.
Yeah, that's it. It like I say, it was award season fodder, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was made for that.
Yeah, definitely.
I was watching a video earlier on. Hey, Ali, I was watching a video earlier on that was actors that had tried too hard to get an Oscar, and it was like a list of them. Oh God, bloody hell.
So when I was speaking to Lana about 2014, she said 2014 was the last year that we had good horror movies that we're not remaking now.
Yeah.
She said it was the last year that we had good music without people resampling everything every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And she did remind me it was the year that we met.
Really?
So, yeah.
And at that point, you went, "Yeah, of course, I know that, babe."
Yeah, of course, yes. Yeah, so it's a good year for horror movies, and when I was doing the review of it, then yeah, it does come across that it is a good year for horror.
But yeah, it's. Did you have a look at movies that were probably a bit of a write-off that year? Your worst 5.
My worst 5.
Yeah. Did you do that part?
No.
Right. Well, I'm gonna rise off a few. I'm gonna put out a few. Keep going for a little bit longer.
Let's give the young boys the range. Go on. What's your worst movies of 2014 since you caught me on the hop?
Dumb and Dumber 2. Because I just didn't like that at all. It was far too late. 300 Rise of the Empire. I didn't enjoy that.
It wasn't as good as 300.
No. It had a lot to follow, to be fair. Transformers Age of Extinction.
I totally agree.
We'll chuck it in for good measure, but Into the Woods is definitely in there. It should have been a lot better than it was. And my worst movie of that year, which ironically I thought was okay at the time, was Amazing Spider-Man 2.
No, I enjoyed that. Now, Lana's just got a very good point here. Isn't your worst movie Into the Woods? Yes.
But they're the ones that I would go with.
I would have to say Into the Woods is probably my worst movie of all time. Closely followed by Zombie Eaters.
Oh yeah. Let's get Stevie some shit.
Right. So when I first got together with Lance, I was in work and I got a text message
We want
saying,
confirmation from Lila, by the way. This is it's critical.
yeah. So I got a text message saying, "Do you mind if I order a movie off Sky?" And I was like, "No, that's fine. You go ahead and knock yourself out." And the first movie that she ordered was Magic Mike. My microphone's gone again, hasn't it?
No, it's all right, mate. Go on. So don't try and stall.
And then the first movie that we probably watched together.
Hey, Martin.
I don't know. You know, we were probably. I can't remember. All I can remember is the first movie that she asked me to buy off Sky.
Magic Mike, so that you two could watch it together.
Yeah. No, she was watching it. She was watching it with the girls from the pub.
Oh, right. I see.
Yeah.
So, Lila, can you please tell us what it is you first went to the cinemas to watch? That would be very interesting.
No, she says she can't. She says the worst film that we've watched. We watched way worse films than Zombievers. We have, you're right, we've watched Ray Winston going swimming for summer.
Yeah, that was as a result of this, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, there you go. I knew she put it there. She can't remember. We did have full Sky at the time. Yeah, we watched so many movies. And then to make it worse...
Are you telling me she only got with you because of your Sky?
Possibly.
Well, that's what it was. That's what attracted her. The Sky.
And when we went shopping for the first time together, I let her buy Pop-Tarts.
Hey, Andrew. That's what it was. She was like, this guy's made it. He's got full Sky. He's ringing up her mates going, you'll never guess what.
Full Sky and Pop-Tarts.
Full Sky and still managed to have to order something.
Yeah. It was funny when she first asked me to make her a cup of coffee, though, because I didn't have any coffee in the flat, so I had to go to the shop and buy a jar of coffee, and I never told her where we went and just left her in the flat by herself. Worst film in movie chat's history was that one with Stephen Graham in the kitchen.
No, I enjoyed that. No. We have watched way worse than that.
I tend to agree with you, Lance.
Oh, actually, Andrew's here. What's he got to sell this week?
So 2014 was an interesting year. Like I say, it was definitely the year for book series films. Which book series would you like to see them make this time round, Steve? Because, like you say, we had all the kiddie adventure movies come out in that year or that era, didn't we?
We did, but I mean, they weren't wrong, were they? I mean, at the end of the day, they made millions out of it, especially the Hunger Games, because it's not bad. It's not bad, to be honest. I don't know, because I'm not a massive book fan, to be honest. I've got plenty of them, but I don't have time to read them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not. What would you say? Is there a book series that you'd like to see?
I'd like to see a proper crack at a Terry Pratchett.
I mean, they bring them out every so often, don't they? But it's more like a Christmas special.
Yeah. Oh, it's a 3-parter one. But the one, The Watch, that's currently on BBC iPlayer at the moment. The one called The Watch, which is on BBC at the moment, which is loosely attached to the City Watch series, the trilogy of those books. Well, that was quite good. But like I say, I'd like to see a proper Terry Pratchett have a go at it, you know.
That'd be...
Chris is saying that he'd like to see more Roald Dahl books, but what have they done so far? They've done The Witches, they've done Matilda. They've done a couple of them, haven't they? Roald Dahl books.
Yeah, but again, it's a kids. It's based around the sort of kids that they get it. I mean, I think we've got the whole set in there. I bought him it the other month for that.
Yeah. You see, Shabba's saying that he'd like to see a Discworld movie, which is Terry Pratchett.
Yeah.
And, but
God.
yeah, I would love to. I'd love to see. Well, they've done 2 James and the Giant Peaches, haven't they, Shabba?
There was one with that English guy in off X-Men, wasn't they? And not Shameless. What was he in? It's the other one. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's not there. I can't remember.
No.
Yeah, I think there's at least 2 versions of that.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember when the BFG was still alive.
Yeah. So yeah, what other book series would I like to see them make a film of?
Would you be averse if, like, I know it's been a few years now, but if they did another Willy Wonka remake?
Yes.
I mean, the original, I love the original. That one with Johnny Depp in was bad for me. It's terrible.
It's like Alice in Wonderland, though, isn't it? How many times are we going to get that in a different bit? But no, I leave the Chocolate Factory alone. There's the Glass Elevator, which is the second. I was going to
say there's another book to cover there, isn't there?
There's the Glass Elevator, which is the second one. But it is just the fall.
Hello. Bye.
It's just the fall of the movie world when we're getting remakes of remakes.
Don't try and drop that shit in there, like seamlessly.
But it is to me there is so many books out there that they could do it in all different series that.
Yeah.
Star Wars is the worst film. Let's have a look. Let's catch up to the chat here. The Twits. Yeah, the Twits will be a good one. Andrew saying Zombievers was the worst movie. And then Chris is counteracted with Star Wars.
Willy Wonka was a musical.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one with the books. Right. Shall we move into free for all, Steve?
Have you got any pickups this week?
Oh, that was nice. Yes. Thank you for reminding me which order we go in.
Yes.
So, there we go. I'll go first. CX.
Yes.
Bad Boys 1 to 3.
Yep.
£6.
That's well worth it.
The complete Bad Boys collection.
No, it's not for you, mate.
Now, I'm not really a big spender when it comes to stuff.
I know you're getting a bit crazy now.
I am getting very crazy now, and that's what Lana said to me. She's where's my 50p DVD man gone? You're now spending £6 on a Blu-ray.
Mate, she just wants to be able to get another movie ordered on Sky.
But yeah, £6 for the 3 Bad Boy movies. Now, I do enjoy them. And when we have spoke about these in the past, haven't we? That number 2 is the worst one out the lot. But at least I've got another days worth of watching in a Blu-ray set now.
Yeah, they're great films. Mm-hmm. Michael Bay, it's action all the way.
Leo, you want to see your dad fall over?
Leo, Leo, look.
Look.
Hello. Bye. Don't you start. What are you doing? He's licking his lips, so he's got a blooming mark at the top of his lips. Like a night moustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it?
Oh, they can hear. Oh my God, I was watching number one. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they are really good films, and they're definitely worth picking up when you get to see them all like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially in one collection in one box. Well, should we see what you've picked up, mate?
Yeah, that's right. Put me on big screen. Okay. So, a couple of things I picked up this week. Obviously, I did the video the other day about the steelbooks, so I won't go through them. I got this sent off load of books today, but I think it's missing a disc, so I'm going to have a look at it. But I picked up the Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
And the only reason I picked it up was because it literally was a $5, and I didn't mind that because I got rid of it a while back. The other ones I picked up, which is a film that should not be funny, but is. It's Jojo Rabbit.
Okay.
I love Tiger Waititi. He's brilliant in what he does. And then, just to add to the collection, I got Who Framed Roger Rabbit on 4K and Blu-ray. So, yeah. But then, like I say, other than that, I got my steelbooks, which I've mentioned on the video. Some really nice ones. But that's it this week. So, yeah.
Now, I did see your Star Wars hiccups on the video. What apart from obviously the artwork on it, what made you pick them up? Because, like you say, you did have 3 or 4 copies of the same set, just different.
That exact reason, really. Oh, there was one other thing that I got sent through the post. Just pop me back on again. So a very good friend of ours, I managed to get these off him.
The Back to the Future trainers.
Yeah, lovely, really cool. I tried to turn them on now, but I can't get it to. There's a button somewhere. But yeah, my size as well. So there we go. You can't really see them with the light.
Oh, that's really cool.
They do look better when I'm not. Yeah.
Well, you always look better in the dark, Steve.
Yeah, so they got sent through to me, so I'm well chuffed with them.
Oh, no, they're cool. They're a nice little pickup then.
Yeah, but anyway, going back to the original question, and my son's not wrecking everything, it literally was the artwork. I mean, obviously, I've got probably about 100 steelbooks now. But when I first started looking at them, I noticed someone had dropped them in at CEX, and I was like, no, I don't really want to do that because I have got the other box set at the time. And then literally within a few days, somebody had bought them all, and I was like, probably never going to see them again, unless I sort of go online. Anyway, I went in last week and they had them in, and I was like, I'm just going to get them. There's probably a couple of little marks on a couple of them, but there's no big dents or anything. So I was like, right, I'm happy with them. But like I say, I mean, I didn't want to sort of get them out really, but no, I mean, how good is that?
They are really cool. I am
actually like got the artwork of the movies.
I am actually quite jealous of them, but my problem is that I don't want to start collecting steel books because I just don't know where to stop with the collections, as you know.
Well, this is obviously my problem. Is you will very much find out very soon. But it's just the same. I mean, the thing is that it's like this here.
Yeah.
But that is one of my favourite movies of that time period.
See, I was in Asda, and they've got Blu-rays, 2 for £10 and 2 for £12, depending on
They were in there.
which one. Sorry,
I told you they were the 2 for £10.
Yeah, so I was in getting me pizza, and I was dying to pick up. They have the Fifth Element.
Yeah.
And they had Flash Gordon, so I was thinking 2 for £10, I could pick them up, But
I mean, Flash Gordon, the Fifth Element. That's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 for £10.
But I mean, that's where I was like, well, I already had them movies, so I didn't have to bother. But the first time I went in there, they only had like 2 movies, and there was only really one I wanted. So then when I went in again at the last week. And I noticed that they'd had the other ones that were on the offer sort of delivered out to the stores, so I managed to pick up a few. But there was still a couple there. I was sat there going, "Do I want this? Don't I want it?" And I instead of buying 4, I ended up coming out with just the 2. We don't know Catan, to be honest. I mean, we've had an email through yesterday, I think, saying that I think we're about ready to thingy contracts. So hopefully it's not too much longer, but. I was saying to Lou, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for like not the longest possible date, but to give us enough time to get everybody organised. I mean, if it was, I think at the time, I think Lou would have wanted to move in like the next week, but now I think she's a bit more reserved to the fact that we have got quite a few bits in the house that still need doing. So we'll try and hold it off probably until maybe April.
Yeah, it's the $1 million questions when you're moving, isn't it, mate?
It is, but the thing is, we've got no control at this point, really. This sort of stuff takes as long as it takes, But yeah, like I say, that just going back to Monkey Fifth put on there. It's a great movie. Roger Rabbit is a classic movie, really is. But I'd seen it in the shop and I was like, do you know what? I'd love to see what that looks like in 4K. So. Oh, hang on, Cherry's got one for us.
Andrew's talking Debbie Does Dallas.
Right, is it? Yeah. I wondered why you were smirking a bit.
And then I was just reading Shabba's comments about Andrew being a 70s porn director.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fair time.
Just remind guys, we are broadcasting over Facebook as well. So if you are on Facebook and you are watching, please do move over to YouTube and come and join into the side chat.
Yeah, please.
There's so much more going on over there, and if you haven't hit the like and subscribe buttons, please do that now. Give us a thumbs up, and we'll go from there. Lana's asking, is Leo having fun?
He seems to be, doesn't he? Jesus Christ. Sorry guys, he's been in and out today. What with me coughing and him coming in? I don't know.
So, how long was it until Lou asked you, were you all right last week?
No, Lou? Lou, his switch is up here, love.
Don't worry.
Well, she did after you or Lana messaged her. I said, I have to ask how you are. But yeah, thanks for that.
I said to Lance, I haven't even asked him, is he all right yet? And this was like an hour after you fell over.
I've honestly done more injury to myself coughing the other day and pulled me back than I have falling on all this crap. But yeah, I was fine. I do my own stunts. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. I don't know how that happened. There's nothing wrong with the chair. It just went. And so did I.
So I've only got one question.
Oh, thanks, Catan. Yes.
I've only got one question. Why hello?
Look, this isn't a Q&A. Do you know what I mean? You'll have to wait to find that out. Hello. Bye.
Right. We're all serious now. Let's move on to free for all. Right, ladies and gents, I have now put the link in the chat. This is your chance to come on the show, take the show in whichever direction you want to take it in, and just come and join the madness, which is movie chats. There is some things I want to talk about, though, Steve. Have you noticed this week that DC are moving the release dates of the films around?
No, I haven't picked up on that. I didn't see anything up on the internet about it.
No. So, Super Pets, which was the
God, yeah,
which is the cartoon one that's meant to be coming out in May. That's now been pushed back to November. Here he is. Good afternoon or good evening, sir. How are you?
Bonjour.
Bonjour now. How you doing, mate?
I'm afraid my speaking voice is a bit non-existent.
That's a shame. 70s porno voice.
It's my. I've spent all week and all weekend talking.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And unfortunately, not even talking dirty.
There you go, Steve. You're now a meme.
Sada.
Yeah. So getting back onto topic. So Super Pets has been pushed back to July this year. They've moved Flash from November this year to June next year.
Really?
Yeah, the interesting date on that is that it's releasing on the same day that Batman 1989 was released in June.
Right.
And that's to celebrate Michael Keaton coming back as Batman. So they pushed they've pushed it back so far just to get that in. Aquaman's been moved back from December 22 to March 23. And then they've actually brought Shazam 2 forward. That was meant to be released in June 23. They brought it forward to be released.
I enjoyed that movie, Shazam.
How many Shazam movies have they done now? Are they on the third or the second?
This is the second one. Yeah, so the second one's going to be released in December. And that's because Black Adam's getting released 2 weeks before in November. So those two go hand in hand. So they didn't want a big gap between the two films they've bought. So they've moved it all forward. So it's almost like they're thinking about this now, how they're going to release these films and in what order that they're actually releasing them in.
I wonder if they'll do more spin-offs like they did with Peacemaker.
Sort of follow the Marvel route.
Get rid of the Arrowverse and do something that's actually linked to the movies.
Yeah.
Well, they announced the Arrowverse was coming to an end next year, didn't they? But then they've just announced 2 new seasons of Legend of Tomorrow, and Batgirl is still running, as well as Black Lightning. But it'll be nice for them to put them all back onto one network, though, so you knew where they all were. Because, like, say, Batgirl's getting played on Channel 5 at the moment. It's not even on Sky.
Absolutely, that is exactly where I watch it. Nowhere else.
So it's like DC are almost thinking about trying to get us a consistent story out. I wish they did it with the Batman. You know, but Sherry's asked me not to spoil it, so you've got until next week to watch it. If you haven't, we'll
a brand new movie, bloody hell! Give us a bit of time.
What? Do what I did. Book a day off and go and watch it.
I think I might actually watch it while Little's at school next week. You know,
I'm on call. I can't leave to go to the cinema. So I will not be watching it between now and April. And unless Vlad decides to, calm things down a bit anyway.
to be honest with you, I think. What am I happy I've seen it? Yeah, I've got it out the way. Would I rush to watch it again? No. Yeah, it's one I could give or take of watching it in the cinema. To be
That
perfect.
says all I need to know. I was like, I was hoping you'd turn around and say that Patterson was amazing, but obviously not.
The acting was right. How can I sum this up? Right. Okay. American Pie. Yeah. Jim and Nadia are in the bedroom, getting ready to do the bit. Jim shoots his load too soon, doesn't he? Right?
Well,
He, then
no,
pulls out the
problem we've all
pornos, rescues it, gets ready to go get, and then he does it again. That's the Batman summed up in that one scene of American Pie.
Yeah, I can't be asked for it. I'll just wait for it to.
Yeah, I could quite happily wait for it to drop on TV before I watch it again.
Oh, right, okay. Well, you say that. You've been to see it already, so...
Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to put anybody off watching it. You go make your own mind up. That's just my opinion. Like I say, I did get slated on Friday on Facebook for my opinion. Someone did actually say I had no idea what I was talking about when it comes to movies. So it was like, right, okay.
Yeah, if that was Car Boot Chris, I mean, you've seen his collection.
But then on the Saturday and Sunday, there was a ruck of bad reviews coming out of it. But like I say, yeah, I didn't think I spoiled it too much for anybody. There is bits there that I did leave out, and there is Easter eggs there for you to go and find.
Yeah.
Go and watch it. Make your own mind up. That's what I'd say. Right. So apart from DC moving all the movies around and everything else, there is a few new series or extended series come out onto Netflix. I spent today watching season 5 of The Last Kingdom. The Last Kingdom, sorry, on Netflix. I actually quite enjoyed that. I enjoyed The Last Kingdom anyway, and I think it's a great continuation of the story where they left off in season 4. But then we've also got Picard back, but Picard's on Amazon, isn't it? But my Amazon's coming to an end soon, so I'm in two minds about renewing my Amazon just for Picard. So if anyone's got any good streaming sites, please drop me a note.
Just get Kodi
where I can watch it.
Just get Kodi Player, a VPN, and Real D-Brid subscription. That's all you need.
Can't get over the way you're talking. I mean, mine's terrible. Fucking hell.
It's just Batman voice.
It is, Nick.
I've been on meetings with various senior people today where I've been talking like I'm bloody, what's his face? I don't know his name now. The one who was the first Batman.
Michael Keaton.
That's how bad my brain is mashed. I can't even remember Batman.
Yeah. I did watch Reacher this week. No, what's Reacher the weekend?
I enjoyed the series.
Yeah, I did enjoy the series, and I thought Tom Cruise did a good job as Reacher in the first movie, but then this new bloke, Alex Richardson, he's really, really good in it.
Yeah,
but I think it's a different type of Reacher from the film where he's more, I am big and I am going to beat you up.
The film is just Tom Cruise being Tom Cruise, but the TV series.
Hey, Santa! Hey, just joining us.
The TV series is closer to the books.
Yeah,
that's the difference. Because he's a big lad in the books.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. He's what 6'4", 6'5", and
Tom Cruise won't both they'll just say, I'm Tom Cruise. But they're both good. I enjoyed the films and the TV series.
You today.
Yeah, I'm so glad they've announced the second series for it. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. But, like you say, the card is out now on Amazon. And they're actually talking about finishing it in season 2. So they mustn't be happy with what they've done for season 2 so far, filming wise. If they're talking about that community.
I think though that it was only going to be 3 seasons, and they've lost a year for COVID. Well, 2 years nearly for COVID, so I think that's got to be playing a part because he's not a spring chicken.
No.
So it may be that he's saying, look, I don't think I can handle another series of this intensity.
Tea cakes.
However, there was 2 new trailers dropped this week that I'm very excited about, which was the one for Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Yes.
That looked really, really good. And Kenobi dropped this week.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
You've not seen the trailer for Kenobi?
No, what do you make of it?
I'm looking forward to it. But then again, I was looking forward to the Book of Boba, but that sort of let me down.
Well, it wasn't. It was Mandalorian 2.5.
Yeah.
That was the problem with it.
Well, the last 3 episodes definitely were, weren't they?
I was just getting into the story, and then it's a completely different thing. I couldn't cope with that. I enjoyed the Mandalorian episodes, but they should have been part of the Mandalorian.
Yeah. But that's what I was saying the other week when we were talking about this. The bloke that plays Boba was off filming episodes for the Mandalorian, while the Mandalorian's filming episodes of Boba Fett.
Right. Okay.
So yeah. Evening, Peter. Nice of you to join us, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah. So it was like they've crossed over characters just because of filming schedules, and it just ruined it.
Yeah, it was odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will do, Catan. Thank you, mate. I'll drop you a note when we come off here.
He did say that to me the other week.
Have you been watching Snowpiercer?
I haven't seen this week's episode, but again, Snowpiercer has been a very slow burn.
No, we got Rick and Morty downstairs.
You know, this series just hasn't really caught me.
It's COVID again. They still got all the bloody restrictions on what they can film, how close they can be when they did it, and all the rest. So it's not. These smaller TV shows now have not got the budgets that they had because they're spending it on COVID precautions, and they have bloody health and safety people for COVID now. They've got to pay salaries too and stuff. So it's just some series are just doing like less episodes to compensate.
Yeah,
and other ones that are cutting back on the number of the cast and all the rest. So I think we're going to see a dip in quality. Having said that, though, I see that they're making a new Star Trek film, and the cast have signed on board because they're not worth as much as they were when they were saying no to it.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting one now because what did they say when they announced it, that they were given 8 weeks film time for the film to be released the end of next year, the new Star Trek movie?
Yeah, pretty intense schedule.
So it is.
I'm not even sure that they've got a plot.
I don't think they had the plot for the last one.
Yeah, that's true.
So is there anything else you've watched on Netflix or any of those this week? Or Amazon or Disney?
I haven't watched anything. I've been working, then I've been collapsing.
Do you know the last film I actually watched was Into the Woods? That was
Surely you've got to watch something to erase that out now.
I have watched, like I say, I have watched practically the whole new season of The Last Kingdom today. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube as of late, a lot of painting videos and stuff like that, you know, for me Warhammer.
Ah,
So I've been watching a lot of them, and I've been watching people play Warhammer.
okay.
Um,
Is it any good? See, because I haven't seen that yet. Have you watched any of that, you guys?
No,
All of
no.
us that don't.
Chris said he really enjoyed it, didn't he?
Yeah. Hey, Stu.
When he watched it, but then he got bored of all the zombies.
Yeah. How could Chris get bored of zombies?
Yeah.
Is like the one person you would not expect to say that, though, isn't it?
To be honest with you, Pete, I don't think they will recast Chekhov. I think they'll just write him out. Because if you remember, Chekhov wasn't in the original series. Chekhov wasn't a big character, and he wasn't a big character in the first two movies either.
Yeah.
So, the original two movies, the Kirk movie, the Shatner movies.
Yeah.
But I don't think I think he'll just be off, or they'll have him die on screen.
They said when at the time he died that they wouldn't recast him, so
yeah,
I imagine they'll stick with that.
I think they'll just write him out, or he's been killed in battle on another mission or something. And
I think that they should hire somebody that I know very well, a chap called Money Mental UK, to be navigator for the Enterprise. I would do a fantastic job. I could get him from Wrexham to Chester in no time.
Oh my lord! Just realised, right? You know, obviously I've got this Dawson's Creek from World of Books. It comes with an envelope in it, and it's like it says, "A little win for you and the planet." Yeah, all right. National Trust membership. You can sign up to. There's more stuff you can get off the post office. HelloFresh, Skin and Me, and Graze. It's like,
now, does it come with that envelope, or someone just put it in the box and forgot to take it out?
no, that it comes with that envelope. It's literally World of Books Group. We are committed to making a positive impact, becoming carbon neutral by 2022.
So they've done
this
that.
Envelope savings help us fund carbon offsetting.
Yeah.
So they've done that by giving you a load of HelloFresh leaflets and whatever else, printed on high glossy paper.
Yeah,
and then
nice.
getting delivery drivers to drive all over the country delivering it.
Yeah. Cheers for that, and also cheers for sending me a box set that's missing a disc. Swats.
Yeah,
That's what you get when you don't use me. If you order from mine.
You know, the irony of it, there's a sticker on it that says £1.
Yeah, they've got that from a charity shop.
So Z's put the if all of us are dead is better than the Squid Games, that'll be awesome. Now, are we now in the position where we're using shows like Squid Games as a benchmark?
I don't know. Maybe it's going back to the year earlier on, mate. You know, where everybody came out with book adaptations of movies. It's going to be the same again. You know, that was massive. So they're going to bring out all sorts of stuff now, or at least regurgitate some of the stuff that's been sat there and not done anything for years.
I've not watched Squid Games. I'll wait until they do an English one.
An English Squid Games.
Yeah.
Crab Games.
That's just like walking around Wrexham Town Centre on a Saturday afternoon, isn't it?
That's how I attract my mates.
With games like Kirby and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. See, is it as in a benchmark to be introduced to Korean shows, but To me, my benchmark would have been Alice in Borderlands, not Squid Games. I prefer Borderlands over Squid Games.
I liked that one, Space Cowboys, was it? That was a film actually with Richard Armitage in it, and it wasn't Space Cowboys.
It was Space Sweepers.
That's the one, yeah. Right, that's
Space Cowboys is a completely different movie.
Yeah.
Space Cowboys was Clint Eastwood,
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones,
Yeah.
and Donald Sutherland, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, my brain no longer functions.
Yeah.
Space Cowboys was shit.
Yeah, I totally agree, Z, that Squid Games was probably people's first entry into them. And
Yeah.
it did make me laugh when Squid Games took off that Netflix brought all the ones back from the first 18 months or 18 months
Well,
prior.
you said you'd seen that other one before, hadn't you? Like a year before.
Yeah.
It's back in the 70s, it's called a knockout. Yeah, that's great.
Total wipeout with machine guns.
Oh, yeah, Kitan was saying he's been watching Bel Air.
Is that the new Fresh Prince of Bel Air?
Yeah, but it's more serious drama sort of thing. But I don't know. If it's where I watch it and I go, I can't sort of compare this in any way, shape, or form, I might be happy with it. But if it's Space Geezers, yeah. But if it's even remotely like the original, I'm not going to bother with it.
There's only one Fresh Prince for me, Will Smith.
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
He's not dead.
Well, I haven't seen him about recently. Have you?
Well, actually, I saw a video of him today up some mast thing in the middle of nowhere. I tell
you what I did enjoy of Will Smith's as of late was that Welcome to Earth. That was great.
I want to see that one with him where he plays the Thingy's dad.
Was it King Richard? It's called.
Yeah, that one. I want to watch that. They hit it. Oh, bless you. Right, we need to do the wheel, mate.
Oh, right. Yes. Let's do the wheel.
I'm going to have to get some Movie Chats merch if I'm going to keep guest appearing here.
Now, unfortunately, I haven't changed the music this week.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
81.
81. $19.81.
Raiders.
Where's the pen gone?
Get a good Indiana Jones film there.
No, they're not. They're not Star Wars pajamas. No, they're Marvel pajamas. So they are. Let me put you on big screen so you can.
Oh,
see.
we're not going to see your pajamas now, are we?
Yeah, look, they're cool.
Oh.
The
Wheel of
Wheel of
Destiny.
Destiny turns
Yeah, that's
into. Yeah. Do you know what? If someone puts that into like a jingle, we could probably use that. 1981. Right, Mr. Nolan. Since you are the guest, and they have pockets, yes, they do have. Since you are the guest so far this evening, have you got a homework movie?
Oh, is there anybody else that wants to come on? Please.
All right, let's have a look here now. DVD. See what I've got. How about Sonic Boom Jump Rope Mastery?
Sonic
Oh, that well-known title.
That sounds like that's more of an instruction DVD of how to do skipping.
Oh, Kathy's got Time Bandits.
Oh, I've not seen that in ages.
I haven't seen that at all.
Okay.
It was what I meant to pick up on.
That's homework 1.
How about Downton Abbey Series 1?
Oh, look. Fucking get in. I knew I
You
bought
could-
it.
What, Downton Abbey?
Oh, no. I can't even get this bloody thing out.
Don't fall off your chair again, mate.
No, I'm not doing that. Hello. Bye. Get in. Nice one, Kathy. Arrow release.
I'll give you a 1981 film.
So we've got. It doesn't have to be 1981, matey.
No,
We've
I know that, but I'm going to give you a 1981 film.
Go on.
I'm going to go for Escape from New York.
Oh,
You might find out it's 1980, but I think it's 81.
a little bit of Snake. That'll do us. Oh, Stu with the Cannonball Run as well. You'll have to come. We'll keep that one for next week, Stu.
Escape from New York.
If you've got that,
I have. I bought it last week or whatever.
There you go. Kathy's happy with my choice.
evening tea.
The only thing I'm wondering now is I literally boxed up about 10 boxes of Blu-rays over there, and I'm hoping it's not in them.
So we've been asked, is it not looking good for the multiple award-winning Friday night hit show with Andrew sounding like Bobby George?
Probably not. I can't see me managing several hours of drinking. I mean, I fell asleep on my laptop earlier.
I was going to say it was a short one last week though, Andrew, wasn't it?
Can't remember. Probably. Yeah, it was because I was working the next day.
Ah, okay.
See, Cherry's saying she'll keep saying hush until we give it. You need to come on the show.
Yeah, if you come on here now, they will watch Hush. There's your challenge.
I haven't got Hush. I do have Escape from New York somewhere.
Evening,
Hey there. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Hello, Neil.
Everyone.
He's going to take the piss out of my voice now. We've already discussed it, Neil. It's done. The joke's over.
So, ladies and gents, we are looking at 1981. We have 2 homework movies. We've got movie number 1, Time Bandits, and we've got movie number 2, which is Escape from New York. So, this is Kathy's chance now to redeem herself in the eyes of the movie chat faithful after that horrendous suggestion of Into the Woods last week.
Hey, Cherry.
Good evening, Cherry. How are you?
Hello.
Horrendous suggestion of Into the Woods last week. Hey, Cherry. Good evening, Cherry. How are you?
Oh, hello.
Nope.
Hey.
There we go. How you doing, Cherry? You okay?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Not bad, thank you. Are you coming on to suggest Hush by any chance?
Oh, shit.
And we've had both our suggestions as well. Terrible timing.
I mean, at least it is better than Into the Woods, I can admit.
Right, okay. So what are we doing then, Steve? Are we knocking one on the head? Bear in mind, I can't find Escape from New York.
I am willing to be the gentleman here and allow Cherry's choice instead of mine.
No, well, you see, I was going to suggest that we knock Time Bandits on the head, and Steve.
No. Just look out. I'm watching
He
that.
found that one now.
No, well, that's not fair because I haven't got it, so I'm going to have to go and get a copy of it now. So he's going to have to make sacrifice. No, okay. So are we going Time Bandits and Hush?
Yes.
Right. Now, if these films suck, I'm going to delete your IP addresses. You won't be able to come on ever again.
Oh no, that's a threat, isn't it?
You'll be begging me to come back on next week with Escape from New York.
What?
There we go.
What,
So Time
what year is
Bandits
it?
and Hush.
90. Is that 2016? Hush.
And Santa, it is cold because I don't know if you know, but bills have got very expensive now, so we're not
What
putting
do
the
they actually
heating
have?
on.
Jeremy, is it 2016? The slasher.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I've whacked the heating on full blast, stuff it. I'm going to get the best use out of it now while it's still
Living
cheap.
life on the edge, you aren't you? Jesus, you're blasting the big spenders.
That's it. Now I've filled the Land Rover to the top. Putin isn't stopping me.
Yeah, she did that the other day. She filled the car up. I was like, why have you done that? She's like, oh, its prices are going up soon. I was like, right, it's already high.
I don't know. If you're talking fuel, it was 194 in Wallasey yesterday.
Jesus
194.
194.
I just paid
Jesus,
156 and I thought that was expensive. I made a joke about, I put 40 quid in, that'll take me the mile from the petrol station to home.
Bearing in mind, we've got Stanlow Oil Refinery, which is literally across the motorway junction from us. And the petrol station that's the closest to that was still 170.
Jesus. So, Jerry, have you watched anything decent this week?
I've been watching The Blacklist.
Oh, okay.
A lot of it.
A lot of it.
A lot of it. I'm on like
Blast.
season 6 now. 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
I stopped watching after season 2. I can't remember why, because I was enjoying it. I think I must have cancelled whatever subscription service I had at the time.
You're on a subscription at the minute, that.
The first 2 seasons I think is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It tricks you into thinking you're going to get the whole lot, and then it goes, "Oh yeah, we're going to charge you for the next season." And I went, "Never mind."
This is literally what I've been saying from day dot with Amazon.
I'm still waiting for them to give me the last season of Lethal Weapon for free because that broadcasted 5-6 years ago and it's still being charged because it's the last season.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Absolutely.
Blacklist seasons I've been watching, they were ages ago.
So
I
how
don't
many
know
have
why
they brought
they're
out now then? How many have they done now at Blacklist?
8, I think.
Okay. So not too much to go, and then you'll have to find something else to watch.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm going to watch this whole season, but yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you're there now. You're on season 7 or whatever.
But I gave up on The Walking Dead quite far into it because that got
Did you?
bad.
I still haven't watched the end of this season of Walking Dead, the latest one.
I haven't watched it.
Found the last 3 or 4 seasons of it was really, really slow. Then last year they sort of picked it back up again.
Yeah.
And this year I just can't get into it again. It's just like it's just died, killed.
Well, we're
off.
on 11 seasons now.
Yeah. Well, season 10 and a half, when they did those 6 COVID episodes or 5 COVID episodes or whatever it was, I couldn't see what the point of them were. But then they've sort of tied into this latest season a little bit. But like I say, it's just got no story. That it's
No.
Sorry, it has got a story, but it's not one that's hooking me in to stay with it.
It could have ended, I think, like 2 seasons ago for me. At least 2 seasons.
They said they're going to end it this year, but then Fear the Walking Dead's still going on, and then they've just announced the Maggie and Negan series, haven't they? Of what happens while they're off on their travels around old New York.
Oh, really?
I didn't know they'd done that.
So that's going to be one of the spin-off series. So while you don't see them in this series so much as of The Walking Dead, it's going to explore what they've done while they've been away from screen.
I stopped watching at that point as well, Pete. Like when Negan did that.
I give up. Somebody was talking to me the other day about Negan, and I said when I was watching it, there weren't no Negan in it. So how many seasons ago did I give up on it?
That was one of the most suspenseful pieces of TV that was when he came.
That must have been back season
5 or 6.
5, yeah.
So there you go. And that's how far I got before it was just getting too much for me.
Wow. I tell you what, there's a lot of seasons that I've got where I've not finished the last couple of seasons.
Mm.
I'm actually quite gutted about it. It's the same with Walking Dead. I've not watched the last 2 seasons yet.
If you're looking for a TV series to watch, Drinking with Andrew, that's the one you need to watch.
It's not consistent, mate. It mostly cancels.
It's doing spin-offs and specials now.
Oh, the spin-offs, is there?
What, since the Halloween one where we said that was going to be the last one ever, and it's just now just carried on.
Yeah, the last one ever, and even about 20 minutes in, it decided that it was carrying on going.
Yeah. Oh, on next week's show, we're going to be doing. Well, this is the last one. That's what we're talking about. Speaking of shows and weekly episodes, Steve, if I've got my maths right, this must be episode 30 of this.
Really?
If I've got
Wow.
my maths right.
Wow, thank you, everybody. That's awesome that we've got this far.
This movie
Jesus.
cast is older than me then, because I am only 21.
All right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is impressive. That.
Many would not believe that. So what have you been watching tonight, then? Have you been watching Blacklist again tonight, Jerry?
Yeah. But we're waiting for Turning Red to come out.
Okay, what's that on?
It's a Disney film. It looks quite funny, but we'll see. It looks quite funny.
We all know there's only one good Disney film, and that's Rogue One.
So, my youngest has been trying to get me to watch Encanto.
I quite liked it, but I didn't like it as much as other people have liked it. My favourite really is Tangled, but that's just because of the little gecko.
Sebastian?
Pascal.
No,
Pascal.
Sebastian.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
That's right, yeah.
I did
Oh, he's a chameleon, not a gecko.
Yeah.
Oh, have you been corrected?
Yeah. Kathy sat next to me.
I'd done a quiz the other day in work, the other week in work, and I came bottom. Do you know what the subject was? Disney.
New studies available on Prolific.
It's my weakness.
I see. Have Disney sped up the releases? Because I remember it was like you usually get like one a year.
Yes, they really are.
I seem to be purchasing quite a few.
Yeah, I think Disney are releasing quite a lot of their back catalogue at the same time now, aren't they? So if you've got like 4 or 5 films that are roughly tied together, they release them all at the same time, and now they're releasing so many.
They'd have the Disney Vault, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
you know,
and they're releasing so many new stuff now because of Disney Plus.
Yeah,
that it's getting hard to keep up. The series on there on Disney Plus now that I didn't even know Disney had made.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I picked up that Enchanto or whatever it was the other week. Now I've not had a chance to watch that yet, but I've still not watched Raya and Frozen 2. I haven't watched that, but then I haven't seen the original either. I've just had that in my collection since it came out. But I remember it used to be like one a year.
Well, Disney still haven't took me up on me suggestion of the reward scheme for Disney Plus. Make it worth me while.
I'm not being funny, but I have literally got probably about 100 Disney movies. In fact, if you could actually spend that.
Someone like me, though, that's only just starting a collection, I might as well get the rewards system.
I want all the ones with the colour thingy sleeves.
Yeah. They release them, don't they, with that sort of stuff on it.
They're in Asda, they're on offer at the moment in Asda, those.
If anyone's looking to start off a Disney collection, I've got loads of Disney DVDs that I'm going to be bundling and listing at some point. Visit the Money Mental Emporium.
Studies available on Prolific.
I'll hook you up.
So there you go, ladies and gents. Andrew's just offered us his Disney collection as a giveaway on next week's movie chats.
Yeah, all right.
That's what I
free
heard.
postage on it. Did you say free postage?
Yeah.
Hey, Julie. Hey, T and Bell. I didn't say T and B. C&B down.
It's a giveaway in return for
What,
cash donations.
Yeah,
Make a
it's
cash
like
donation to my bank account and you can have it.
it's up to like
Do
a
I
couple
have
of
to
years.
eat an onion?
No one. We're never
He
doing
loves,
that.
he loves a good onion.
Never doing that again. There can't now be a worse event that I've got to raise money for, so we're fine.
It's a good tagline for a movie, that, ain't it? Like Andrew and the Onion.
Yeah. In space.
Like his
no one can eat
adventures.
onions. Yeah.
The adventures, him and the Onion and his adventures.
Yeah.
I was just saying,
Do you remember on the old channel with Chris where we changed the movie word for sausage? We're going to have to do that with onion, aren't we? The one that can come up with the best movie title, substituting the word with onion.
no, what? You're a changed man.
No, this is what the accountant brought me.
Oh right, okay. You're not just after a bit of more money.
I haven't disposed of them yet because I'm trying to think of the best way to get rid of him.
Eat them.
Eat them.
No.
Yeah, there's those kids who are going hungry and stuff. You need to eat them, mate.
Does anyone own any high explosives? TNT, dynamite, C4, something like that.
Oh God.
I have some in my cupboard somewhere, but
You just
not
can't
looked
find
at it
them.
recently.
Katan's got a great suggestion there, Andrew.
Nothing wrong with my throat. Nothing wrong with my throat. Doesn't need no onions. It's fine. Just been talking too much.
Yeah, as I was saying, they used to do like the Disney Club, didn't they? Where you could literally spend the vouchers, the points that you get from buying a movie. And then literally about a few years ago, they just stopped doing it in the UK. They still do it in America.
Well, they did the Disney Store points, didn't they?
Was it Disney Store points, was it?
Yeah, they moved it onto Disney Store points, but then you could only redeem them online. You couldn't redeem them while you're in store.
Yeah, I said the reward points.
Yeah. But like I say though, with all the back catalogue and everything that's coming out onto Disney Plus at the moment, and if they did a store facility where you bought a special edition Blu-ray or something like your colour sleeves that you want, and then you got points or something like that towards something else, and if you got like 1,000 points, you got a free film or a teddy. But when you buy these DVD, if you got like a little teddy or a collectible to go with that, it'll be worth it. I might actually look at buying the Avengers movies or something like that and getting the collection of them just for the little things. Give me like loads of little potato heads of the characters or something, make it, something like that.
That has given me a fantastic idea. For every £1,000 somebody spends in the Money Mental UK store, I'll give them a free DVD.
Every £1,000 they spend. I'll tell you what, you don't ask much, do you?
I tell you what, that's not a bad shout for the man that was practically giving away Barbie DVDs last week.
Oh, God,
that.
You can have a free Barbie DVD for every £1,000.
Wow.
I keep finding more of them. It's turn up randomly all over the place.
You must have went through a phase, Andrew.
Sorry, Cherry, go on.
Are you sure you're not buying those on purpose?
I'm definitely not. I bought about 50 of them, and I thought I sold all of them, but it turns out I bought 100.
He's gone through a phase, hasn't he?
I'm buying them, and Lana's secretly sneaking them in. She's going around, but don't tell Andrew.
I found 5 under the car seat.
Thank you.
Why are they under the car seat?
Well, I nearly picked up Barbie Mariposa for you the other day when we were in the charity shop just to send it over.
Might have Barbie on PS1 somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be worth money, that though, if it's on the PS1. Don't give him that.
I'm gonna have to look for it now.
Right, ladies and gents, we are coming up to that time where we'll call it a day. Just to refresh, we have got the year of 1981. We have got a change to the homework movies. So we're looking at Time Bandits and Hush.
Hush.
Hush. And just in case you missed it last week for the last time.
Hello. Bye.
Right.
That's going in the archive now. That's it. It's done with.
Is that it? Are we done?
I
Are we
reckon-
done? Have we got all the mileage out of that now? Is the
Hello. Bye.
I don't think I've seen it enough times. I think we've got at least another.
Hang on. You
Hello.
invented it. Bye. Don't you start. Don't encourage him.
You'd never see a professional YouTuber like me falling over like that on YouTube.
No, definitely not. The worst thing is I hadn't had a drink. Leo.
But do you know what? I laughed so much. Lana was watching upstairs and she was like, I heard you laughing downstairs and I wondered what happened. And when she put it back on, obviously she missed it. So I went back and caught the end of it. And before I could put it on Facebook, there was already some other people posted it on Facebook just in case you've missed movie.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I was well chuffed with that.
My mum put it on for me and rewound it to find it.
Honestly. Well, I'm glad I could amuse y'all.
Do what again? Sorry.
Hello. Bye. I swear to Christ. I'm just waiting for that one time and I'm never going to let it go with you.
Do you know what? I had to go back and snip out that hello that he said at the end of it. And I had to go back to last week's show to get the goodbye bit because I just thought that, that was actually quite funny.
Yeah.
Sorry,
my
Steve.
mum was the best bit with the hand.
Yeah, literally. Thanks. Anyway, let's end this. So let people go. So thank you very much, guys.
What's that channel name? You want an hour-long version of the loop?
Start off.
Yeah, I can post that. That's not a problem. I can make that happen. That's fine.
Yes, Christ.
If you were monetized, you could make a lot of money from that.
If only
Right,
using framed was still a thing.
Honestly, yeah, send it off. Yeah, send it off, hey.
Hey, can you imagine? It was £250 back in the 80s that you got per video. What was with the rate of inflation and stuff? What would you get for a video these days?
Probably about £1 million.
A muck's worth of electric.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gents, we're going to leave it there. Give you a chance to get a brew in before George goes live at 9 o'clock. Have fun. We'll see you next. No, you won't see me next week.
Sorry?
Not me next week.
Sorry?
Yeah, sorry, Steve. I'm at an awards night next week for Silk FM's Local Heroes.
You're stealing. That's my stick. That is. I'm the one who goes to awards nights.
Right, guys. Well, I'll try and wing it again without falling off a chair.
So I won't be here next week. I might dial in from the awards night, just so you can see what's going on.
No, you won't. No, you're either here or you're not. You know what I mean? I'm not having this.
You know why he's doing this? It's so he doesn't have to watch Hush.
Yeah.
I'll watch Hush. I tell you what, I'll even put my review video out on the channel for you, Cherry, so you can see that.
I appreciate it. Okay,
so okay, guys, we'll catch you soon. Don't forget 1980
guys.
Hush and the Time Bandits. And we'll love you and leave you on there. Okay, bye-bye.
Subscribe to Monumental UK.
Bye, guys.